So just looking down towards the art gallery and towards the Union Street Gardens, and coming up this road here to Skene Square roundabout, and beyond that would be Kitty Brewster. And this is probably where that little hill of the standing stones in Paterson's map from 1740, this is probably where that little hill would probably be, anything between this roundabout and Kitty Brewster. So the possibility of the little hill with the stones is just beyond that red building, just where I was up at Skene Square roundabout, and on the Rosemount Viaduct. But this is sort of Skene Street would be down kind of here, and the Denburn would have come down here. It kind of goes into a viaduct back up the road a little bit, comes underground under this bridge here and across over onto where is the Union Terrace Gardens. The Denburn then comes down underground through the Union Terrace Gardens, along the railway and underneath the Union Street. And at the time, back in 1740, when Paterson drew the map that we're referring to, just below where Union Street is, there would have been the Denburn Bridge just there, and that Denburn Bridge links the Green, which we're going to see, and Windmill Brae, which comes up to the Langstane. So there's the Mother Kirk spire just up there, and coming down, wind into the Green, and looking down the Green, and go down the Green, and that would be where, down this road would be where the Denburn brig would have been, to go across the Denburn and up Windmill Brae. So this is us at the Denburn end of the Green in Aberdeen, and this is where most of the kind of street markets and shops were, and the Green came down here, the road, and would then tie up with the bridge that went over the Denburn, which is like above us is the shopping centre, and across there is the main road and the railway tracks. So you can't actually get across there now by pedestrian traffic. But this is where the Green would have met up with the other side, the kind of west side of Aberdeen, across the Denburn. Now what's interesting is the Denburn, which came down from the Union Street Gardens, is just up here, would have kind of flown down here and down to the harbour. It was actually became the kind of like a city boundary for a long time, because the Mother Kirk is just up here. This is the kind of main part of the town, as it would have been. Another side of the Denburn, that side was all kind of fields and windmills, and one of the reason that Windmill Brae is called that is because of the large number of windmills that were on that hill, on that rise. So we've crossed over the main road and the railway tracks, and through that little gap there, that is the Green. So just there, and that's the other side of the Denburn. The Denburn runs under here in an underground culvert. So where we are if you're looking at the map, Paterson's map from 1740, I would be just standing on the Windmill Brae, and there'd be a bridge here over the Denburn, and that's the Green over there. So yeah, there's signed Windmill Brae, and this is the Brae going up this little rise up here. So here we are a wee bit further up on Windmill Brae, and I'm level with the street level there with the bridges, but it's quite a steep hill as you come up Windmill Brae all the way up here, and then this is the section here where it turns up onto Langstane Place. But this is where most of the windmills, hence the name, were placed, and it just shows you that renewables, wind power, was getting used in Aberdeen for the last 300 years. So that's how close we are to Union Street. There's the music hall there. And there's Windmill Brae, just there, coming up from the Denburn. This is the Langstane, and this is Langstane Place. And it was originally called Hardgate, all the way along to Hardgate, which then heads down south. Probably named from the Roman times when it was paved, so it'd been Hardgate. But during the big city redevelopment on this side of the Denburn, this street was renamed Langstane Place because of this Langstane. Now, the reason I showed you the Skene Square up the north side of the city, and where the hill with the two standing stones might have been due to Paterson's 1740 map, was that this stone could have been robbed from that circle and used as a city boundary marker on the road that comes up. Would have been a dirt track before the Roman road, come up down Windmill Brae down into the city across the bridge. Or was this stone originally just a single standing stone that's been here since 4,000 years? So I think that's quite an interesting kind of thing to have a look at.